Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, happy Sunday to you, wherever you are in the world. I'm Ceree, one of your co-hosts of The Spiritual View, here to bring your daily message to you. It is Sunday, July the 21st. It is the second Capricorn moon that we've had, and I supercharged my crystals. I'm going to show you a little bit and put them out in the moonlight last night. And if that's a ritual that appeals to you, I normally leave mine out either in the window in my bedroom, or I actually leave them out in the moonlight if it's out. So it's a good practice and ritual to have. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We're grateful that you're here. And we bring daily messages 7 days a week. We do 2 lives, Monday morning and Friday afternoon. And we also do a monthly session live. And we did a live session this past Friday with quite a few messages for today's full moon. And Dawn did an excellent job of giving us an overview from an astrological perspective. And Marcia talked about the Sabian symbols. So we have a lot of information that we shared there. It was last Friday, so check that out on the channel. We also do private readings, so if you're interested in any one of us, they're all excellent. Again, today's message, we're going to talk a little bit about how do we remain calm in the face of so much chaos going on around us. And I started last weekend on Sunday, adding Sundays to our portfolio. And I went into the Akashic Records, which is where I spend quite a bit of my time. And the Akashic Records, simply put, are the records of the soul. Each person or each soul has a recording of each incarnation, whether it be of the earth or other realms, and it is stored in the Akashic field, so in the quantum field. And I spend a lot of my time doing readings for people to help them connect to past lives and understand patterns and things that they're trying to either clear in this lifetime or really to master or to learn from. I did a message last weekend. I didn't have an appreciation for the week that we had this past week. And if you're on the planet, you've probably experienced a lot of chaos and drama that you may have observed going on this past week. So I want to start out, first of all, by just clearing our energy. And we did this on our monthly session last Friday. This is a very simple exercise of clearing the chakras and grounding us with Mother Earth. And it's very important to stay grounded and focused in our own vibration right now. So I'm just going to ask you, close your eyes wherever you are, just take a moment. We're going to do a couple of deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth, and just relax. Take a couple of deep breaths, get comfortable, and imagine we have this beautiful white light about 2 feet above our head, what we call the soul star chakra. And we're going to gently let this beautiful warm white light move its way all the way through our chakras, connecting us deep into Mother Earth. The light moving down to the top of our head, the crown chakra, moving down to the third eye, the area of the forehead, moving down to the throat, the heart, gently cleansing and balancing as it goes down, moving down to the rib cage, the solar plexus, moving down to the sacral, around the belly button, down to the tops of the legs, the root chakra, moving down to the legs, ankles, feet, and that energy comes out of our toes, down deep into Mother Earth, connecting us with Gaia, anchoring our energy, grounding us. Our place is sacred and safe. And we're going to allow that light to come back up to meet our toes, work its way through our feet, ankles, legs, going through the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, the crown. And imagine that white light going way up into the heavens to connect us with Source or God, whomever you call it. And that beautiful white light comes back around each of us in a protective cone of light. Archangel Michael is here to help protect our space and to keep us safe. Our energy's clear, and I'm inviting our ancestors, angels, and guides that this information from this reading be to our greatest and highest good. So be it. All right. So I went into, that's an exercise you can do in the morning before you get out of bed. You can do it anywhere in your car. If you're driving somewhere, you can do it sitting down. It's just a great exercise just to clear the energy of the chakras and to connect you. And one of the messages I did get is we're going to all need to stay super grounded, okay, over the coming months. So I went into the Akashic field this morning because I do quite a bit of work on weekends. And I got a collective message. It's somewhat similar to last week's, but they wanted to share a few things and comments with everyone. So bear with me as I'm going to read you the message. Our dear souls, we once again connect with you to provide some messages for the present time of your full moon on July 21st, 2024. This is not our normal manner of imparting information, but we feel it appropriate to give souls who are listening information regarding the energy right now of your Earth. As we stated last week, the energies are becoming more and more intense. We are giving a reader a picture of an old radio with a dial, and the dial is being dramatically increased so that the volume is quite high. You will begin to notice an increased frequency of noise and disruption, as evidenced by this week's global events. There will be more disruption, so expect to feel the intensity of these energies around you. But we urge you to observe them and not to get enmeshed with these lower frequency energies, as it is easy to revert to fear during this time. We are asking light workers to hold their vibration of love, no matter what comes, as this too shall pass. The earth must experience a breakdown before she can experience the breakthrough. This is part of the process, though it may feel very uncomfortable to many. Trust that spirit has your back and that there is a divine plan and divine order in place. You have the choice through your vibration and your frequency to create your reality. We urge you to stay focused and grounded in love and to stay away from external news or social media or anything or anyone that presents a challenge of staying in that love frequency. This is also a great time of healing and letting go of the past. It is no longer necessary to hold on to those things from the past that caused you pain. It is time to let your burdens go. It is time to focus on joy and love and the serenity of peace. We recognize this may be a tumultuous time for many. However, the simple recipe for navigating through these times is simply to focus on love and to shut out anything that is not representative of love. We applaud each of you for being the volunteers who chose to anchor in these new frequencies and energies on your planet, which requires great patience, bravery, and strength. You are our lights in the darkness, and you are showing the way for others. Every soul matters. Your focus on love, peace, and compassion, and sending that vibration out into the world is what will create the tipping point for humanity. Your roles are critical now, and we ask you to focus on love and to shine forth your light for others. Be brave and strong now and have compassion for yourself and for others as you navigate the days ahead. I have a good friend who is a channeler for the energies of Joseph, which are the contemporary energies of Abraham Hicks. And her name is Cindy. And if you want to check out her channel, it's called The Teachings of Joseph, JOSEF.com. And she called me this morning basically saying almost verbatim the same thing. So we're getting a lot of messages that times are not going to be calm over the coming months. And do we have a choice? Absolutely. And so they're asking each of us to hold our frequency and to focus on that vibration of love. Simply put, no matter how hard it might seem, envision your child, envision a pet, envision something that brings you amazing joy, and just continue to focus on that. This too shall pass. And they're asking us to hold the light for others. So I'm going to pull some tarot and a few oracle cards. I use the Akashic Tarot quite a bit in my readings. And those of you who've done readings with me, this is a great deck. And so I pulled a card for today, and this is called the chess game. And it shows a big chessboard, if you can see it. There you go. All right, it says a game is in play on this chessboard. Some of the pieces are sidelined and some are on the playing field. The people represented by these chess pieces are not usually those you meet in enjoyable pastimes. This is a card, oh wow, of political and social conflict. Well, appropriately pulled today. You may find in store or be in store for some difficult interactions in group setting. And this could be anything around companies, corporate hierarchies, disruptions in family situations, political strife. And it says those sides seem to be clearly divided. Many of the people involved are really focused on their position or their reality. And there can be some deceit, and you're not really sure about motives of others. It's time for you to take an emotional or an actual step back. The more you get involved, the stronger you hold your position. No matter how challenging, try to maintain inner peace. This is exactly what the wisdom keepers from the Akashic Records just said. No matter how challenging, don't participate in battles or allegiances. Look at everything coolly and unemotionally. People around you may be serving their own agendas. So the best advice is to detach, be objective, and treat everyone involved from a deeper source of wisdom. There may be a time for you to distance yourself from the situation, but be an observer right now and watch. So it's basically saying right now to the collective, if you're finding yourself drawn into drama, conflict that's really not yours, it's not your job to comment. And it's okay for you to speak your truth by walking away and not engaging with it. And I think that's hard for us to do, but at this point, trying to convince someone of a different position or that they're wrong or they're right, that's not the point. Our job is to hold the light for others, to help people be in that frequency of love. And I think the people around us and the situations around us that are bringing conflict, our best recipe for navigation is to remain observing, detached, compassionate, but not getting into the fray of the drama. The next card that I pulled is from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed, and I love this. And today's card that I pulled was Serendipity. And I love this, the Serendipity card. It says, opportunity aligned with readiness, awareness of synchronicities, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols. It says you've stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dream resonate in harmony. Now's the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could have never planned by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as the higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Another way to say it, if you have the vibration of love out there, you impact other people around you, and this is a collective influence. So continue to stay in that vibration of love. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others for the future. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected and smile as Spirit loves you very, very much. Another way to say Spirit's got your back. So again, if you're seeing signs and symbols, many of us are seeing repeating numbers. Many people are waking up and seeing 1111, 444. And those are signs from the universe to tell us that we're on the right path. So stay the course. So the messages are all very consistent. And again, we are here to be the light. I recently signed up. I live in Northern California, and I have a lighthouse about 10 minutes walk from my house right on the beach. And I've become a docent of a lighthouse, and it's amazing to spend time in the peacefulness. It's was built in 1855. It's the oldest lighthouse operating on the West Coast. And so it's just beautiful. And I love the metaphor of the lighthouse, because we're all being asked to be the light and to be the lighthouse for others. And it's good when you can actually see a lighthouse and connect with that energy. It's very, very powerful. Okay, so I'm going to pull some tarot. I'm using the Mermaid Tarot deck, and I love it. because it's all about water. And water is connected to our emotions. It's Piscean energy. And again, I'm going to pull, what's Spirit's recommendation for us? So in our energy for today, for this full moon, where are we as a collective in terms of either enabling us to be in that vibration of love, or it's a block? And so I'm going to pull 3 cards for some messages. Already getting some nice cards. And then we're going to talk about what does Spirit want us to focus on in the week ahead. We're not going to go month by month. We're going either by the day or by the week. Okay, so 3 cards that's what's either an enabler or a block right now of our energy, of allowing this frequency of love. Where are we as a collective? There's a Page of Cups, and Page of Cups is a young energy. I also got the Page of Swords. I'm practicing with the new screen here, guys. So I am going to show these one at a time. Got Page of Cups, Page of Swords, and Temperance. Another indicator that Archangel Michael's here. He's one of my favorite archangels. Metatron's also very close because Metatron is the guardian of the Akash. And those of you who don't know much about Metatron, very connected to sacred geometry. He's the guardian of the Akashic field. And in his earthly life, he was actually Enoch from the Old Testament. So just a little bit of history on your archangels. Page of Cups, Page of Swords, Temperance. So where we are today is we're actually wanting to express our cup of love through small acts of kindness, but also we are doing our homework and doing the work. And I love Temperance because Temperance is about balance. It's about flow. And you see she's in the water and she's got this amazing energy balance between 2 shells, a nautilus. I forgot the name of that shell down here. And then the conch shell up here. But again, this is beautiful energy of balance and flow. So where we are as a collective, and if you're feeling this, the little acts of kindness, the small acts of compassion and generosity, that is where we are finding the recipe for enabling this beautiful vibration of love and being in this energy of flow, allowing things to happen and emotions to come through us and to wash over us, but not to stay within us. We are going to feel some of this curvy, bumpy energy that's going on the planet. In our job, if we do our homework with the Page of Swords, we're going to know that we are divinely protected, but also that we can balance ourselves and be in moderation with the chaos around us. Now, what does Spirit recommend for us moving forward to stay in this vibration of love? Wow, I got another page. So, and pages are quite young energy, so think of them about as a young teenager. So I've gotten 3 of the 4 pages, and we'll talk about that in a second. Let me pull. Okay, interesting. So this is Spirit's message. How do we stay in high vibration, and how do we anchor these energies of love? Okay. This is interesting. Okay, we've got Page of Pentacles. So I love Page of Pentacles. It's about manifesting something new. Oftentimes it's learning a new way of being or a new way of manifesting. So perhaps for us moving forward, this is not a doing exercise. It's a being exercise. This is about focusing on our energy and our vibration and getting clear and being grounded in this earth and being grounded into the earth. So I think this is an extra message. We have to stay grounded. So go out in nature, hug a tree, walk on, do the walk of the 8 that Elizabeth went through with us last Friday on our video, walking in the infinity symbol, and doing that is another grounding exercise for our energy. We also got for the future 7 of Swords, and 7 of Swords can be a card of deception. It can also be a card of denial. But in this particular case, it could be lies, deception. I think that there is going to be a fair amount of non-truths or things that are not really grounded in reality. And I think there's going to be some additional deception and points of view that we just need not to listen to. So we need to embrace staying grounded and being willing to show up in the world in a different way, being open to learn this new path that we've all chosen to be on. But there still remains deception around us. And I think we need to be very clear about what is our truth and what do we hold of value. And we don't have to prove it to anyone. We stand tall in our truth, our congruence and our integrity and our authenticity of who we are as souls. So do not be afraid to stand tall in who you are. You don't have to prove it to anyone or justify it. But being the light and being the lighthouse is the most important message that the Spirit is telling. And the last card is the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is around being purposeful and being intentional in what you want to bring forth, either in your energy or what you want to manifest. Now, I'm going to get a clarifier about the Seven of Swords. What might be going on with the Seven of Swords that we need to pay attention to as we look at the week ahead? What might be going on with the Seven of Swords? Okay. Okay. Interesting. I pulled the Justice card. So there may be some misinformation out here. And this is Libra energy. So this is all about balancing the scales and making sure that things are fair and equitable. And so there may be some injustices and some untruths around that that are out in the world today, or that you might experience in the next week. And the message from the Akashic Records, from the Wisdom Keepers, is do not engage with this. You don't need to. There is no need. And let the universe balance and let the universe take care of this. And if I were to ask one last message from Spirit for the week ahead to end our Serenity Sunday, what message does the universe want us to know? Okay. The Hierophant. Beautiful card. It's a very spiritual card. And again, it's a lot, it's linked to our belief systems and our values. And so I think it's a good time to look at our values and to say, who are we as souls? Who are you as a soul? And are you standing in your truth? And I find when you're aligned with your truth, you can stand tall and be the light and be the lighthouse. It's not difficult. So is there something for all of us around standing for our values, standing for what we believe, but doing it by being the light and holding the light in compassion and love for others? And so that is the last message from Spirit today. And I think the message is for the week ahead. We can be serene and peaceful and in the vibration of love. Yes, it takes patience. Yes, it takes focus at times, but we're being asked to be the calm within the storm. So consider us as light workers being the center of the eye of the hurricane. And if you have ever been in a hurricane, you know in the center where the eye is, it's very, very calm. And so there can be a storm around us, but that does not mean that we need to join that storm. And so we can stay focused and grounded in our own inner peace and serenity and calmness, and we can be the light for others. So that is our message for today, for Sunday. It's a simple message. Stay in the vibration of love. Stand up and tall in your authenticity, your congruency, and your integrity. And be okay that you are the light, and be okay that at times we all need to be the lighthouse. And so I'll leave you with that message. If you have questions, please make comments in the comments box. We're doing a reading next Friday, a free reading draw that will be announced next Friday. So please join us for our weekly lives, and we will look forward to having you. But again, we are all very blessed to have you join us, and this is your message for Sunday the 21st. Everyone have a great day. Thank you.